Tanisha from Tanisha's Tarot. I'm here to do a mini reading for June 2019. I'm going to start off with 3 cards and then do some clarification as we go. Now you've just had 4 pop out. So we've got the Fool, and then we have the 2 of Wands, the Devil in reverse, and the Knight of Swords in reverse. Alright, so the Fool in reverse here is telling me that you're not necessarily in a position or feeling like taking a leap of faith. The Fool upright is all ready to, take on the wild world and take a leap of faith and trust that the universe is going to provide, whereas up this way it's talking about not having so much trust there and not feeling as optimistic as you might normally feel. And Aries, you're generally pretty optimistic, so with this next to it, the 2 of Wands, this is telling me that there is a decision as far as your actions go. You're standing there having a look out onto the horizon, thinking about what action you need to take. What is the next step for you? Now with all of my readings I tune into like the relationship side of things, so as far as a relationship goes, you're not necessarily willing to take a leap of faith and you are deciding whether or not this is even for you. The next to that is the Devil in reverse. So for me what this is sort of indicating is that you have come out of a space of toxic behaviors, toxic relationships. It may have been a toxic relationship, and you are now turning that around, and you're mindful of not having this level of toxicity around you or not exhibiting these toxic behaviors yourself. So this may be why you're mindful as to what your choice is going to be. The Knight of Swords in reverse. Now upright, this guy is sort of like, this is very quick energy. This is all about direct communication. This can be wham bam thank you ma'am as well. If it's a person like the Knight coming in, this Knight isn't here for a long time, he's here for a good time, and it's short and sharp. In the reverse, this is indicating that like you're turning down this offer, or you're not looking for someone to come in and just be wham bam thank you ma'am. You're turning away from this kind of energy, and that makes sense with the rest of the story. You're not looking to take a leap of faith. You're carefully deciding your next move when it comes to love, and you're wary and mindful of toxic interactions and behaviors because you've been there, done that, and you don't want a wham bam thank you ma'am. No thank you. So let's get some clarification here. Clarification for the Fool for Aries in June 2019. What are the cards? Oh, here we go. So the clarifier that came out for the Fool is the 6 of Pentacles. So the 6 of Pentacles is about finding your balance. It can also warn of being like overextending yourself. Like prematurely being generous with your time or your money, but it's upright, so that's telling me that like all of this like hesitancy is about you maintaining your equilibrium. You've refound your balance and you're wanting to maintain that balance. So let's get some clarification for the 2 of Wands. 2 of Wands, clarification. Alright, you got a little story that came out with your decision you're making. So the decision here, these are your clarifiers. This is telling me that you're currently in a position where, you're feeling emotionally stabilized. This 9 of Cups always represents somebody who has found stability within themselves. So once you find that, you know, you're not necessarily wanting to rock that boat because it feels nice to feel stable and calm within yourself. The Lovers in reverse is telling me that it's after a relationship breakdown, and the Nine of Swords in reverse is saying that you're coming out of a space of being up at night worrying about this. So this is the story behind your decision making, this action that's already been taken, this new action that is waiting to be took. Your decision-making process is slow and methodical because of this experience that's behind you, which is a relationship that didn't work out, staying up at night worrying about it, and now finding your equilibrium. So it's no wonder you're being mindful as to your next move. Alright, so the Devil in reverse. Oh, okay. So these came out straight away. The Star. So that's the Star in reverse is, to me, it talks about an unfulfilled wish. And the Nine of Wands, this talks about having done a lot of work, a lot of active work on yourself. So the Star upright can be a wish or can be hopefulness for a wish to come true. And in reverse, it's like that wishful thinking or that hopefulness isn't there anymore. But with the 9 there, it's telling me perhaps the reason this is in reverse and the hope and wishfulness isn't there is that you've become very practical about what you're doing. And this is like action. And you've worked very hard at turning the devil upside down and removing toxicity from your world and from your behaviors. Let's get some clarification for the Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords, clarification. Whoa, okay, 2 popped out. So, yeah, the Knight of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles here, and the Chalices. So the Queen of Pentacles is somebody who's very calm and rational and nurturing, and the 7 of Cups or Chalices is talking about like sort of pie in the sky, things aren't what they seem, a few illusions and delusions. So these are 2 very opposing energies. You know, this is all about being grounded and stable with where you're at, and this is about sort of being a bit airy and spacey with where you're at. So as clarification for this is telling me that whoever this is that's charging in, the reason that you are saying no or that you're not interested is that you found this grounded space, and perhaps they're bringing in an oppositional energy which is spacey and unsure and all that, and you don't need that in your world. So you're just turning them down straight up. So yeah, there we go, Aries. That's your reading for June. As far as relationships go, this may resonate for some, it may not resonate for others. That's all good. I thank you for watching, sharing, and leaving comments. It's nice to know that that people are liking these videos. If you would like to subscribe to keep in touch for next month's mini readings, that would be great. And if you're after your own private reading, please inquire with the email below. Alrighty, happy June.